All right, back to tequila time. Been a few days since I've touched it. Let's take a look at what we've got. Um, I like the way it played last time. It's pretty interesting. There was a couple of things I wanted to work on, but I don't remember what they are, so I'd have to go back through the video. But there's a bigger fish to fry, and that would be what does overtime do? Um, I haven't come up with it yet. I know in general that I want to look at like family stuff, and I don't know if I feel like being a really creative and just start playing with that stuff and kind of looking at what the possibilities are. So let's just kind of look at, maybe we'll play with it a little bit right now and just let's just toy with it. I'm always down to be creative, I guess. So let me see what windows I have open. This is probably all going to be with those the tokens, and I need to work on those. And since I know now better how they work, I've got a better idea of what I need to do. Let's do that. Next thing we're going to do is, let's see, we need to open the main, that thing right there, or the score deal. See, oh, there it is. Okay, we can open this one. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and just copy this whole thing and think about things. Since I'm notorious for making copies of copies of copies, let's go ahead and do that. All right. This is going to be the unit. Let me go ahead and actually let me get this tool. We'll just get one of these. Look at what I've got. What happens if we make this a little smaller so we have like a white? It's a little clearer, maybe. I kind of like the way that looks. And then let's go ahead and create outlines with this outside one. Stroke, cool. So we kind of want, I think we want a track maybe. Well, obviously these things buy something. Maybe they buy tiles. Let's look at what that's like. So let's say this is a tile. And let's see. One track is kind of like a family track. So let me open up something that might have a family tile on it. So let's just assume that this is going to be a family thing. Let's open this and let's look at what that looks like, sort of. We'll fix stuff later. We're just playing around here. Maybe that's a child. Um, I don't know. Um, so we're kind of looking at VPs, sort of. One could be like a car. I don't know where I'm going with this, and I don't know how creative I'm going to be. So as long as we know that, there's a car victory point. Um, so we'll do this generally as the car VP thing. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's unlock that. Let's go. Let's put a 1. Let's make it a different color so we know that um, we're looking at a different tile set. So 1. Okay, and then it's a type of VP. And we got to put the amount of VPs that it is. So let's put 1 VP. And down here is from the car set. Okay, and then let's say there is 2, or what if it's set collection? Let's just explore that for a second. In that case, it would just be a car, and it would have like a car icon here, right? And then it'd be like 2 car icon, 3, 4, and then it goes. You get 1 for 1, and then you get 3 for 2, and then you get 7 for 3, and then you get 11 for having all 4 sets. Let's see. And maybe there's a set of 5. And that set of 5 can be, let's go up to 15. So like 15, up to 15 points for getting the set, right? Let's say there's another set, and then this one is the family set. So we'll take these over here. And then we have one more set, which is going to be, we'll call this one the education set. And then we'll do one more set after that. Okay, and then one more set, we'll call it the what do we call it? We'll call it the work set. Okay, so here is the set. I will make each individual tile different, but having a set of the same suit. So this will be the car suit, which is going to represent um, it's going to like wealth, but not family wealth. It's going to individual wealth. We'll just call it individual wealth. This will be this is just a family. This one's going to be family. This one is children's education. And then this one's going to be um, this one's to get really good at work. So this one's like if you want to have a car and do all that good stuff, like buy yourself a car, you're measuring your success by wealth, by things. This one, you're measuring your wealth by maybe family vacations, maybe the ease of things that your family has. So you're sacrificing, like you don't have the fancy sports car here. Maybe you have the family pool and you're going to Disneyland. This one is the most important thing is higher education for your children. And so whatever sacrifices you're making, you're doing that for your children. Maybe it's tutors, maybe it's, I don't know, whatever it is. And then this one is um, working to just stay at work, just trying to get the most, I guess, the best position at work, just trying to be famous at work, or trying to be like an asset at work. These are individual sets, and you can go for recipes. Um, so we could also tell a story with these, which we'll work on in a minute. But we gotta have to find out also is we have a medium, we have a money sink. We've got education we can spend, and then we have at some point we have to end up here. Spend overtime something, buy tiles. Okay, so what could we, maybe we should look at, maybe I should build what I know. And that's not much. We could call these individual things something, and it could actually just be a marker. So let's say there's just a marker that is your color, or a meeple that's your color that'll move along here. I like it. So it just goes along here, and you have, your 4 markers, and you just go through it. We could make these split, because it could be, this is just a thought. What if, oops. What if this is a track and you're trying to make sacrifices on which ones you'll get, so you can buy on this track. So let's say one is money and one is time. So this one, you could buy a car, or So let me get one of these, or maybe, let's see. Let me put this to the middle. Let's I don't like it that way. I like the top one lighter and the bottom one darker. I don't know why. All right, so what if this is the tile? Let me put this on the top, make it thicker. And then say, we've got these two parts of it. And what if you had, you know, a piece, let me make that piece a different color. And this piece goes, you know, here or here. Got a dog acting crazy. Um, let's see. So we could have the track kind of go like that. And I guess if that's the case, you would end up owning, you know, parts of these, or I don't like that idea. I do like the sacrifice between one or the other, but I don't know how that's going to work. Let's see. Because you can't really, what we're trying to express is that you can't do it all. Let's go ahead and put this one back to what it was and kind of think about it. Because we have to spend, where is it at? We're going to have to spend these things on a card, do something, collect underpants, and then profit. We don't know that middle section. If these were a color, and let's say this is a color. Oops. We're doing this weird pastel color thing. Like that. These greenish. Let's just make these purplish. You could buy, let's say, a cube. Let's make that a red cube versus buying, you know, a purple cube, buying cubes that are half and half. Let me see if I can do that real quick. There. And then we'll make that like reddish. So you've got that. Okay, so that's sort of interesting. So you'll have these cards, and on the cards it'll have the cubes that you can buy. And what if it's got two cubes on there and they're at different prices? So let's, if you did, you're just thinking crazy thoughts. We're just talking. What if in this case, you could either buy 2 purple or 1 red. And in this one, you could buy see that difference right there. Hold on. So three, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So this is, let's say this is 4. Do times 4. And okay, so just to tell you, I don't expect that this is going to be the what works. Let's change this to something sort of like you'll buy 1, not 2. Because you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, no, no. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, so the problem is, okay, so we're buying these things. We're buying cubes, and the cubes go here. It might need to be one more step, because buy the cube, put the cube here. Okay, so let's say it's this case. They cost $5 each. Some of them have them for 5 for 1, and then some of them have 7 for 2. Or can we go 4 for 1, 6 for 2? Okay. So then here, we need a way to convert them. And this is probably going to change. Like I said, this is just such a stupid little, it's a little experiment. So we'll do, we need a way to convert them. So let's go get the other thing. Maybe I won't find it. Here it is. I thought I had the whatchamacallits on here, but I don't. Oh yeah, I do. So that we've got books, coins, and those. Those are those 3 resources plus overtime. So we'll go boom. So let's say cube. So we'll just do a gray cube. So we'll say a gray cube, not that color, a gray cube. Um, times 2 equals plus that. Okay, so it's going to be cube plus that times 2 equals, let's do time. No, you know what? Let's just do one of them. We'll do one and maybe it has to be more expensive later. Equals, let's say this one's going to be purple. And then we'll do 3 more. 3. And then we'll do, this is that. And this is that. And then this was, let's make work the hardest one. So we'll make this blue. This one orange. This one green. And this last one is overtime. So it'll be one of these plus overtime. Just make that black. And then this is purple. This one's blue. Cool. So it takes one more overtime to make this thing to go down the track. At the beginning of the game, let's say each one of these is times 2. Okay, so now each one of these right here, the beginning of the game, you can turn it to times 1. Each person can just decide, hey, I want to do this at times 1, and then they decide which track they want to go down. You can go down multiple tracks, but I got to set up the game where you're only really going to do one full track. So let's go ahead and make, you know what, we're just going to do it like this. This is just good. I'll rebuild it, obviously, at some point. So let's see what time it is. Okay, so we got enough time to actually, we're going to just, these are just stupid easy graphics. They don't mean a whole lot. Put the outside black. Put the inside maybe a light gray. No, not light gray. We'll do like that. Let's do these not so dark. Why so dark, man? This is not where this is going to end up, probably. This is placeholder stuff. This is scaffolding for design scaffolding. It's replacing, it's putting something, a system in place for the lack of having a system. And of course, I'm trying not to use a system that I know necessarily. It might be copying a system. I'm not thinking though directly, hey, this is lifted right off of so-and-so. It might be. I don't think it is. Could be. Do I care at this moment? No, I'm just trying to build this section. And I need it to be somewhat simple, somewhat easy. It can't be too complicated. Let's do this. We just need a name. Okay, we're gonna save this. We'll just save it in there. Okay, so that's that. So we need this as its own thing. And let's go ahead and get a cube design because we need that for that back part. See if I can find a cube. I gotta think about where are my cube. Is there cubes in there? I don't. Yeah. There's cubes in here, ain't there? Yeah, there's cubes. Let's go here. We'll do that. We'll move these here. Actually, we can go a little bit bigger. Okay, so this one's blue. This one's going to be red. This one's going to be green. This one's going to be purple. Let's look at something I had built already and just see if it matches up at least a little bit. And what I'm talking about is I've got a thing that shows the possibility. This thing right here, this possibilities of bonuses, bonus possibilities. Let me just make sure that some of this makes sense. Okay. So can you get a coin from the blue? Yes, you can. In red, can you get a light bulb? Yes. In green, can you get a book? Yes. In purple, it's overtime. Doesn't matter. My sequence has been the same so far in all the games, so it is, I believe it goes, so I got to do these together. Move all this together. Okay, so we usually have first green. So we'll put green here. So I've just like been doing green first. And then purple's next. Then green. No, then red. Okay, so if that's the case, we'll do over here and we'll just say that the difficulty. So let me go back to that weird shit. I'm gonna have to do that one in a minute. Where did I save it? Close that one. Okay, so let's change the colors. We're going to change this here to green. Oops. Green. Let's go to a lighter green. And then that makes this one purple. We'll go to a light purple. Not too light, not too dark. We'll change this one to, what is it, red? And then we'll do this one. We'll do that one, and what is it, blue? save it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and close that. We saved it already. Let's go ahead and start trying to clean some of this mess up. Let's close that. Let's save it. We'll have to redo those soon. Let's close that one. Close that one. We're going to close that one and not save it because we didn't really do anything with that thing. And then we'll save that one. Close that. I don't think there's anything we need there, so we're not going to save anything there. There's that thing. We didn't change anything there, so we're not saving it. We're back here, and we need this thing. We'll do that, and then what we'll do is let's do that at ×1. Okay, so that's that. All right, so let's save this as something. Okay, and then what we'll do is delete that, save this as something. JPEG. There's something hanging. There's an artifact or something up here. Okay, so we'll create outlines and then we'll save it, and then that'll take care of that. We don't want it to be clear in the side like that. We want it to be like that. We want to go ahead and save it. Go ahead and Control Z a couple times. Do that. Create outlines. Save as. Make that a JPEG. Save it. Save that. Close it. We've already saved it once, so there's that. And let's go ahead and bring these elements in. So I just need a tile. So let's say I copy this tile, and we'll do this. It was one of these. Don't want to up, so we got that. I should put them together. You know what? Let me do that outside of here. Maybe that's easier. So first, copy this thing. Do this. Let's go ahead and open them both. One of them is these things. And the other one is, was it that one? Nope. That one. ACW V. And instead of doing it this way, let's go ahead and we'll do that. Something kind of like that. Make this a little smaller. Make sure that those are separated. Remember, this is just placeholder stuff, so it doesn't matter too much. And it just tells you the conversions. Delete that. I kind of like the separation. Kind of. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to delete that. And we're going to do that. Put this in here, but we'll do it a little bit lighter. And we'll do this. On the top. All right, cool. Let's do this. Oh, not like that. Like this. We'll replace that. Cool. Let's go ahead and do this. Find it. It was this thing. Import, cancel. And then let's compare it to the size of cubes. Cube. How small can we go? Let's go maybe a little bit bigger. Sweet. So both players have one of these. I don't know where it goes with all this other mess that we have. Put that there for now. Can it fit right here? It do. Let me see if I can find a more convenient place for his or hers. Just move these here. Move this mess. Put this here. Move these back. Lock that. And get these. Put that here. Cool. Okay, so I have something to buy. Just lock that down. To buy with overtime. So how many cards are there? There's 36 cards. 36 divided by 4 is what? What is it? What's 36 divided by 2 is what? 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So there's 9 times 4. So 9 different instances to buy each one of these. That's cool. So let me look at the cards. Let me look at the time. And maybe we will continue with the next section, which is actually making the cards that buy, that you spend overtime on, and then you decide what you want to do. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and end it right there. And we'll see if I do a part 2 or if I just start it tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you're watching, progressing slowly on the tequila game. And like I said, this is not a permanent change. This is just something I'm messing with. It can change at any moment to something else. Invariably, I'll go to work and I'll be thinking about this thing and I'll come up with something better. It's something I have to talk to Sarah about because she and me kind of spoke about this thing changing and evolving into this family thing, but trying to make it kind of boring. Like the mundane part about like picking up your check and all this other crap. So we'll have to theme this thing and figure out how this works. But it should make sense, hopefully. If we have to add a couple of steps, it's got to be stupid simple, but then somewhat thematic. So anyway, we'll stop right there and then we'll check it out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.